don't come out a very, very long way. I don't know, for better part of 15, 20 years. He's into football amongst many things, and at this current moment, I'm the chairman of the Premier League board. I will call him name when the term they near for let them get their own moments on this platform for talk to family, not only in Naya, but one of those platforms them from all over the country. And then I will also tell them I just must say one person they will probably not need any introduction. But the occasion demands that I introduce her because this is an official press conference and you also get to do the needful. And that's my James. Plenty of door scheme with asthma for long term, from 98.1. We're also into women's issues, gender issues, rape, sexual violence, and plenty of other things. And interestingly enough, we're also into sports and football. And currently, I think the Eastern Lions Football Club, the opposite, the mighty Blackpool. But with the team up now for make sure say we push this year so go before. And so, on that note, before we come to the guests and proper, we'll do the usual thing when for the government updates. The usual government update as of 27 February 2024. Last Tuesday, Fambulem, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, received the ECOWAS Bank for Investment Director, when I named Dr. George Ayekum Donko. The President and the team then cast alone for advanced discussion on the bank in support for President Bio. So, then cast alone for advance the bank in support for President Bio, and particularly so for President Bio in medium-term national development plan, weighing from 2024 to 2030. The EBID then in pledge, then support for government in Big Five priority development sectors with a particular focus. So part of the discussion where they get particular focus on agriculture, on education, on infrastructure development, on tourism and health. 2. Last Wednesday, when I been 22nd February 2024, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, officially launched the National Commission for Children's Strategic Plan 2024 to 2028. The plan outlined a roadmap for enhanced children and their well-being and opportunities focusing on crucial sectors like education, healthcare, child protection, and advocacy for child rights. 3. The Ministry of Social Welfare last Friday, when I be February 23, 2024, then launched the Victims Trafficking Trust Fund. Government in 2022 being passed into law the Anti-Human Trafficking and Migrant Law. The fund, among other things, now for preventing trafficking and for also provide basic needs for the one them where they repatriate and how they get for start life back. Number 4, His Excellency the President, our President, young President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio, and in delegation, they attend the extraordinary summits of Authority of Heads of State and Government of the ECOWAS Community of West African States, ECOWAS, where they hold at the presidential villa in the federal capital, Abuja, Nigeria. So President, they attend that summit day. So the summit now been for conveyed by the ECOWAS chairman, who was also the Nigerian President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for discuss the political peace and security situation now with sub-region. Among the Sierra Leonean delegation, where we go, we join President for Go Panda Wakade, now the Chief Minister of the Republic of Sierra Leone, David Moyni Asenge. As always, we President the travel, once our official assignment, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Musa Kaba, and the Press Secretary, and I also all remember the Press Secretary also, because a few weeks ago, we began also with 3 years Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Keke Thomas Sandy, and 2 other people then, now they accompany the President for Go. 5. The Minister of Information and Civic Education, when a real minister, Honorable Cheno A. Ba. This weekend, Saturday, 24 February 2024, inside Pinde, Turkey. They go Turkey for address the extraordinary session of the Islamic Conference of Information Ministers of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation at Istanbul. Istanbul is supposed to be the capital of Turkey, where a go state salon imposition and salon imposition on the Israeli-Palestine conflict now for an immediate ceasefire. So, Honorable Minister did for make that statement here and re-echo salon imposition. Minister Ba notes, says salon don't always be committed to free press and freedom of information. He say an attack on journalism not for be allowed for Tina, not for allow at all. He also condemned the talk them and forced displacement of Palestinians and all attacks on journalists and media professionals in the Israeli-Palestine conflict. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation Conference of Information Ministers now been for address attack and hostilities on journalists and media personalities, and also for fed disinformation in the ongoing Israel military operation against Palestine. 6. At the invitation of the Chinese president, so meaning His Excellency the President gets an invitation from the President of China, Xi Jinping, President Bio and the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone don't left Istanbul, Turkey, for travel going to the People's Republic of China for an official state visit, where they begin February 27 and they will tap on the 2nd of March 2024. The visit is expected to inject new, we say, that relationship will not exist between Salo and China. And the president go there, how to continue for first Taram, how to continue for all Taram. And also for get some in-depth look into Boku areas of cooperation between Salon and China. Then after that one day, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Madabio, Ingo left China for go England for honor and invitation with the extend to her by Warwick University as the keynote speaker during this year's Warwick African Summit. So Summit did it, and they don't extend an invitation to the First Lady for to be keynote speaker. So it will left China and go UK for this particular summit. And lastly, I believe the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Social Welfare and partners don't launch the Rehabilitation Center for Victims of Drugs and Substance Abuse. Thursday, 22nd February 2024 at the Peace Mission Training Center in Hastings, Freetown. This is not for the one them way, therefore go to rehab, were affected by drugs and all that in them, so they don't open this center for them for see how we can tackle one of the many issues there, one of the many areas that we government they try to see how to tackle this drug business in this country. The establishment of the center and fulfillment of the plans of President Bio for ensure say young people in our salon are informed and for make positive outcome in their lives and talents in mapping and monitoring development activities in their various communities. So these are the updates you will get. And we'll now go into the press conference proper. I will start with me, but before I start and allow the speakers there for talk, let's just introduce properly the gentleman to my immediate left. For the one that we're not Sabian, my name is Abdul Aziz Bao. He's a friend and a brother. When I all know say we Keke Thomas Sandy, the press secretary, then send and go back State House, we'll go continue and work after some small change with presidents do. Means a vacancy been done at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. And consistent with the provisions of the 1991 Constitution, as amended 1961. Act number 6, 1991 Constitution. His Excellency the President will get the responsibility for appointment. So he's no longer an appointee because my friend and brother don't go through Parliament. So many don't go through the Parliamentary Appointment Committee. They don't go to the well of Parliament, and they also don't go take oath of office. So he's rightfully seated here as the new Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. Next week, when the minister returns and he goes in at this seat, so now get an opportunity for see the cap again in the full regalia. It will also reintroduce her because in accordance with protocol, that the minister now for introduce the deputy minister to the public. But since he not did, and this is the formal occasion, I don't also take this opportunity for do the needful and wish him well in the new appointment. But then I also receive the floor to her for a minute or two for let's give you warm felicitations and call and tell her do before we continue the program back. My good
I'll tell you what I here for camp this location. Like we the moderator they say, I'm only supposed to be here in the absence of the minister. But also in the absence of the minister again, you don't find the deputy minister already. So that is why I'm here. I'm glad for the activity, and I'm very much impressed with the faces I see. Because when you look at the appointments these days with the president they did to very young people. And when you enter the hall, you see very youthful faces and the media landscape. So it tells you the president not a mistake at all for the appointment to young people. Because all these faces are the scenario for the next 10, 20, 30 years. If nothing will happen, we'll go for the air. Now all go for the so it means the future of this country in our hands. The activities now for bringing a camp, then first governance. Government giving the right information. So we are sure that the media landscape is informed about what will happen in government. So the output we get out of this activity is that we are all informed about our governance. Beyond that point, we're not going to control over. If you choose after getting the right information, you choose for group otherwise. So the country, the only country we call you, we're not going to control over. The control we get is to provide you the right information. Because it is a social responsibility for the media give out the right information to the public. But you can't give what you don't have. If we don't give you the correct information, no way to give that information to people. So this activity is all about, we come with man. The things that we're allowed about, when I ask somebody clear for one, so that you don't just use the mic to bring down the state. You now use the mic to put out the correct information to the public. Because governance is continuity. It is ignorance to be an insider. It can be anybody from amongst you. So the state navigator, please. So I'm glad with the faces what I see. All duty and responsibility of President of the It is putting young people at the seat for letting them drive their own future. So thank you very much. It's time we will continue for each other. Okay, Deputy Information Minister. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. I had checked it. I know the easy to make an ad check it. I'm so I check at here in front of me. Anyway, very quickly, I'll come back to the press conference after hearing from the Deputy Minister. So I will want for start. I will cancel the Honorable Minister of Sports last. Because when you talk now about sports, at this platform, nobody again is supposed to talk. Now you get the right, reserved as minister. So we talk now, pass it on, pass it going for questions, and then we'll answer the questions. I will come to Asthma James. You don't spend 10 on sports. I remember sometime, I think, in the last year, we were in McKinney for the launch of women's football. His Excellency the President, retired over there, Julius Madabe, I think, and he would do the first kickoff. He said, we did it. I don't be here. With the woman in the play ball, but I started to kick me up in the nearly small. I mean, it was exciting, it was entertaining, and it was good. Because women themselves to get the opportunity to apply a skill way ordinarily we feel saying a man normally do. But Asthma James was at the center of it. And the real women's football in now in the Eastern Islands Football Club, they do the same kind of thing and follow passion in sports and in football. Mrs. James, how do you see football in general, number one? Number two, given all of the, which you would call puskas, with this referee and Canada business, which thing are you taking, how you to help for make sure, say, we rebrand and bring corrective measures as the case may be? I will give you 5 minutes for say what you want to say.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, colleagues. I'm happy for there so once now for support something I'm passionate about. The sports that we football in particular I'm so passionate about. So being a diehard Eastern Islands fan and Charlie the head of women's football and Eastern Islands and also Man City supporter. So yes, so I'm a football. And in 2022 the Island Football Association, the president and executive member, then decide for appoint 7 dynamic women, then will be number 1, then the chair of the board day, and then for one, the first, the chairman I asked for the Premier League league, the one for say other leagues that we don't play before, but we know in 2022 was a unique one because now for the first time we played the elite league for women nationwide. 12 teams then they participate fully with all struggles. Also, people in the travel from Mogumo to Kabala to Kono to Kailan to Lunge. I'm not going to say the way they extensively travel for play the woman there. I'm not going to say the man they don't play so, but the woman they will be very unique in 2022. And like you said, again, another thing will be very, very good. Now, the fact that government, I was lucky, the board was lucky for get support fully from the government of Sierra Leone at that time. They give it huge money, and the first lady facilitator and the minister of sports then we had to and also